a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Navy Midshipmen, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Navy's offense will come out first. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
We have a second here to talk about Navy. The biggest problem for schools at this level is getting enough big bodies, particularly on the offensive line, and getting a 3-star guy like this can really help them at this level, Jesse.
Yeah, and when you get guys like that on your offensive line, if you can get a couple dudes like that, all of a sudden now you can hang with bigger, better competition. Games are still won and lost in the trenches. I know this is just one piece, but getting this 3-star offensive lineman who's very highly recruited, that is a massive win for this head coach.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's 3rd down. I can't slide.
Breaks into the open. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to 1st down. You've got to be able to run if you're the Navy quarterback like Roger the Dodger back in the day.
Yeah, you know it. You came here, you signed up for it. When you go to Navy and you play quarterback, you know what your responsibilities are. And just running the football with some toughness, making great decisions, that is your job.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Here comes the option. Now the toss. Past the 1st down marker and still running. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the 1st down on the play.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the 1st drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
The give to the back. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Navy!
And I of this offense and the way they started this football game. Listen, last week be dang, okay? Forget last week. Nice job coming out, setting the tone in this ball game, putting a long drive together, and getting a touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Cook. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Notre Dame's offense has the ball for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off and
turning it on. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Running game got it done on the last play. Now it's first down. They'll ride the hot hand. Makes a man miss. He's working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. They've climbed into the top 10, been through some battles, proving themselves to be one of the best teams in the country. What do you think about their chance trying to get behind the defense? He's got it inside the 15. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. Back to pass, it's Fuller. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. And the extra point splits the uprights. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Run it with the fullback. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on first down. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Makes the catch. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. He's got great speed. Very little will out hold his breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Here come the Irish back on offense. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. There he goes. They're ripping off chunks of yardage and get it to the 33. The Irish, after ripping off a huge chunk on the ground, will try to keep Big Mo rolling. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Irish! And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. On the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they do really, really well and someone they can count on.
The midshipman looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. The give to the tailback. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period. We're through 1 period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw, it's Fuller. That's caught, it's Cook. Stopped at the 41-yard line after the 5-yard gain. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Here's a heat. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He lets it fly. He's got it. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Right back to the well. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to...
Got some room under the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Navy offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Picks up the first down, still moving. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. The option look. He'll pitch it. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch, and he didn't have to, though. There's a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown. He's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a fourth down. Navy will have to punt it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Coming out on first down with the play fake. With the catch, it's Proctor. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. They'll move the wide receiver. To throw, it's Fuller. Dumps it to the back. Caught near the sticks, it's Cook. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Pulls it in. It's Cook. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Notre Dame right back to the line. Wants to throw again. Looking for his man. Got him in the open. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up this.
Intercepted, number 19. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is.
Pass interference. Offense.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Looking to throw on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Whitaker. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Second down, he'll throw it. Caught in the backfield. It's Whitaker. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. Two workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Navy will kick it deep to get the second half underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds, and that's where the offense will go to work. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. If it's working, might change it, and that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. The running back has it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Dropping back, it's Fuller. The short hands, it's Cook. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They've got a third down and manageable from right around midfield. Might be calling a hot route. Third down play from the gun. Got it in the middle, it's Cook. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down. It's
a draw. Got room to work. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him. A little slippery with all those juke moves.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Got it in the middle, it's Proctor. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. He's got it! And he will score! Touchdown! Fighting Irish! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll run the read option to the left to start the drive. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. He breaks a tackle. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On third down, he drops to throw. Fakes to grab. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Behind the chains now on second and long. Goes to the option. Nice move to keep running. Good blocking, good running. Pickup of 6 out to the 30. Midshipmen come to the line facing third and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Here comes the heat. He's got it. First down and more. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Gives it on the option. Finding an escape route. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48. Navy now facing 3rd and short. Sends it back in motion. They'll run the option. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Gonna run it. It's Cook. Jukes his way for more.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's Fuller. Looking deep. Hits the open man. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. Games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
Man, it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a 2nd and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Quick handoff. Touchdown, Irish! And they take it in for 6 more points. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And this has been a
It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
Now we'll put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.